everybody, it's Ange from Ange RNY here, coming to you with my week 11 post-op update. I'm 2 days late. It's Friday, May 25th. I should have done it on Wednesday, May 23rd, but I was kind of busy running around and doing things to get ready for when we go home again and everything like that. We just had our May 2-4 weekend up here in Canada. It's our Victoria Day long weekend, so Monday was a holiday. Then we were supposed to go back to work Tuesday, and then our load got canceled, and we just left finally last night. So my husband and I cleaned up our avalanche some and did some running around to get some wood for our deck at the trailer, which I will incorporate that into a video at some point so you guys can see our trailer. It's pretty cool. I like our park. We got a lot of nice friends there and whatever. Sorry for the bouncy. You can probably hear it in the transport. Hubby's driving. Say hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
We're on our way out to BC today. So we'll get there probably Saturday night or Sunday morning. Oh, is this the rough part of the road? Good. Sorry. There's this one highway that we drive, or one stretch of the highway we drive on, they haven't repaved in years and years, and it's actually, they've been working on it the last 3 years, but they only do like 20 or 30 kilometer stretches, so there's still rough patches in the road, because they're taking their time redoing everything. So anyways, I'll get on to the nitty-gritty. My name is Ange. I had surgery on March 7th, 2018 at Guelph General Hospital in Guelph, Ontario, Canada with Dr. Jules Foutain-Long. I am 39 years old, 5'7", and my high weight was 343.6. My surgery weight was 316.4, and my current weight is 274, which is a loss of 69.6 pounds from my high weight and a loss of 42.4 pounds from my surgery weight. Now, it's only a 0.6 pound loss from last week. It's not great. I actually didn't weigh myself until Thursday morning. Instead of Wednesday morning, I just wasn't able to get into a place where I had a proper solid floor on Wednesday to be able to get a proper weight. I was able to yesterday, and so I did, and it's not great. I did horrible since last week, I think. So I'm sorry I keep looking down. I actually have notes. So I forgot to mention on week 10 that there were actually people. One of the NSVs I had was, we showed up at the park opening weekend for our park, and there were actually a few people, and I've known these people for like 4 years. This is our 5th season in our park, who actually didn't recognize me. With 70 pounds gone. That completely astounded me. One of the ladies, I kind of expected it from, because I hang out with her a little bit here and there. It's usually for like poker games or something. But other than that, I don't really hang out with her. And she actually asked one of my good friends when I left who I was, because she didn't recognize me, which, which was awesome. Then somebody else that we talk to quite regularly, he didn't recognize me as well, and there were a few other people on top of that. It's awesome. that is one of the most amazing feelings in the whole entire world, because I don't think that I look any different. I just look less. I'm sure you all can understand that. I'm only 70, well, not even quite. I'm 0.4 off of 70 pounds, so you might as well say 70 pounds down at this point. So yeah, so now when it comes to the weight, I'm unsure. I know that there is the dreaded 3-month stall, but not everybody has it. Most people do. Some people bypass it and stall later on, or stall earlier, or whatever. So I'm wondering if I'm going to do that little fluctuation up and down like I did after my first week post-op. I guess I will see come Wednesday, because I'm in the truck now, so I'm going to be really paying attention to what I am eating and everything like that. Not that I wasn't before, but this weekend was bad. So pretty much the reason it was bad is I didn't drink nearly enough water on the weekend. My husband and I are still opening up our trailer, so I mean, there were events that I was taking part of, and unpacking and sorting and doing a bunch of running around and stuff like that, and I just kept forgetting to drink my water the way that I'm supposed to. And I was actually getting to the point where I was pretty dehydrated the one day, and I know you're not supposed to, but I gulped water, and I mean, it was very uncomfortable. It's not something that I want to do on a regular basis, obviously, but I did do it because I was consciously working on getting my water in, that I had missed throughout the whole entire day. And I also spent a day of sweating and whatever. This was on Monday, right? So I'd spent a day of sweating and everything else. Sunday, I had spent, I'd gone into the grocery store, forgot to bring a bottle of water with me, did a bunch of running around. We had a friend come and visit us from a few hours away, so I had to run out and get them because they've cut off the main way to get into our park because they're fixing a bridge this year. So I had to go and meet him somewhere and bring him in so that he knew how to get in and back out. And then I was cooking for everybody and making sure everybody had, enough to drink and eat, and, being the hostess, making sure everybody was okay, and just kept forgetting. So I'm going to have to really pay attention to that, because I don't want that to become a habit over the summer, because I definitely do drink at least 2 waters, sometimes even 3 liters of water a day while I'm driving the truck. I mean, today I've already had 1.5 liters. So it'll be nothing for me later to get in another 1.5 liters before midnight hits. But I'm in the truck, so it's easy, right, to pay attention to, because I'll be driving. So while I'm driving, I have a piece of almond stuck in my tooth. While I'm driving, I can just sip on my water the way that I'm supposed to, and whatever, and it just seems to go in really easy, and it doesn't bother me like it does a lot of people where, I need the taste and stuff. It's good. Oh shoot, sorry. I don't mean to keep covering the camera. on my phone. So, yeah. The other thing is, not so much on the weekend. I was pretty good with eating on the weekend. Like, sorry if you guys hear the dogs in the background too. They're playing. That's Timber. Say hi, Timber. Hi, Timber. He's my big playful. Oh, see, there they are. Paisley jumping on Timber. Yep. Sorry. When I'm sleeping during the day, I usually keep Paisley with me so that she doesn't, because she's still quite the pup. I mean, she's just over a year old, but we don't want her to pester Timber too much. So when I sit up front with John, she goes back there and he goes back there, and they get there playing and whatever. But he was getting quite annoyed with her all the time when she was at him all the time. So we've been working on keeping them a little bit more separated, give Timber some downtime and relax time. Okay, miss. Hey, quiet. Hey, enough. Sorry. Okay, so I stuck to like cheeses and meats over the weekend while I was home. I did have a beef burger at one point, but it was just the burger, and I had a little bit of bacon mayo on it, and some sugar-free ketchup, and some cheese. So, I mean, that wasn't bad. I didn't really drink my protein shakes the way that I should. I think I should be. A lot of cheeses. I got some turkey pepperoni because I was going to do some cauliflower crust turkey and some chicken crust turkey, or pizza, I mean, not turkey, pizza, just to try it. But we were really busy over the weekend, so I didn't meal prep anything. I think that makes it a little bit more difficult on me too, is I can't really meal prep. I mean, we cook bulk in the truck, but it's like we'll take a pack of like 5 chicken breasts and cook it all at once, and that'll last us 2 or 3 days usually. Or we'll cook up a big pot of chili, which will last us, 3 or 4 days. A pot of spaghetti, or what we call lazy man's cabbage rolls. Since we don't have an oven, we don't make actual cabbage rolls, so we just take the cabbage and chop it up. We don't put rice in it, just veggies and meat and the cabbage. And that's our lazy man's cabbage rolls, or like I'll do the turkey taco meat or whatever. I'm not sure about the lazy man's cabbage rolls. I tried them last night and it started doing that rock feeling in my stomach, so I'm not sure if I'm ready for cabbage yet, or if it just wasn't cooked enough for me, or what. So I had also bought some like Swiss cheese and some Gouda, so I was having some slices of that over the weekend, like for lunch or for a late snack or whatever. I'm not even entirely sure all of what I ate over the weekend. But then when we got back into the truck, it was a lot of carbs. We decided to have a movie night because last week was a hard week for both of us. So we decided to take the day off once we got back into the truck and have a movie night. So we got some ice cream, some Halo Top, which we shared between us, and then some popcorn. And so I had some of each. And then the next day, some more ice cream and some more popcorn because our load got canceled. So we made another movie day after we were done all our stuff. And then yesterday, we finished the popcorn while we were waiting to be able to pick up our loads. So, a lot of carbs over the last... Oh, not even to mention, I went to GNC because I had to get some more protein powder. And I decided to try the protein cookies, which, yeah, I don't think I'm doing that out again because they're quite carb heavy. A lot of sugars, a lot of carbs, net carbs even. I mean, the fiber barely touches the amount of carbs that are in those. So, I mean, it's nice to have a sweet treat, but I don't think that's something that I'm going to do very often. That night, the one I did like is even more carb heavy than the other one. So, yeah. So I did that the last few days too, which I'm sure affected my weight. And wasn't great. Holdover, I think, from last week, being really stressed out and dealing with things as best as possible and whatever, and I think I just held off and turned to food this week instead. I think the last few days I've been eating a little bit more, but that could have been out of boredom as well too. I don't see it, other than the carbs and stuff, I don't know, because I don't track my food. That's the other thing. I'm still not tracking my food. So, I really need to, I think. I mean, I'm pretty good at intuitively eating, but I don't know well enough, I think, at this point to do that consistently, though. I mean, my weight losses have been pretty good up until this point. See, there's so many different factors, and I don't want to compromise the honeymoon stage and the weight loss and stuff like that. So I've been a bad girl. Trying to hold myself accountable, and the next few weeks are going to be just as stressful because of certain things that we already know are going to be. So hopefully I can do better. I really need to start tracking my food. Oh, and I found something else I can eat that my grouchy pouch, I think that's what I'm going to call it, my grouchy pouch, can tolerate. And something that it won't tolerate. So, like I said, when we're like getting into the truck or whatever, sometimes it takes hours between like eating breakfast. It'll be like 6 or 7 hours before we're actually climbing into the truck and able to cook something, and then add another couple of hours on top of that because we got to put the groceries away and then cook whatever we're cooking before we can prepare it to eat it, depending on what it is. And for me, my choices are very few and far between right now that I know of. So we ended up stopping at Subway one day last week because we had not eaten breakfast and just went in to do our stuff on Saturday morning so that we were prepared for the weekend, for my husband to be able to raise the deck and start working on that and everything like that. So I ended up trying a chicken Caesar wrap from Subway, and that was really good. Went down really well. On Tuesday when we were supposed to be getting back into the truck, neither one of us had eaten because I had to do my blood work for my 3-month post-op appointment. I had to do that 3 to 4 weeks prior to the appointment, so it's 4 weeks prior. So I was like, okay, cool, get it done. So my husband chose not to eat until I was able to, because he doesn't think it's fair if I'm sitting there not being able to eat because I have to fast for blood work, and he is, which is cool. I mean, he doesn't have to wait, but I'm glad that he does, because it doesn't bother me that he's eating beside me, but it bothers me that he's not eating. So I don't know. It's a bit of a conundrum. So went to Subway. They didn't have the stuff to make the chicken Caesar wrap, so I got it pretty well made the same way and put ranch on it. No, bad. Nope, that was a rock in my stomach, and yep, I ended up getting sick and ended up having to stop to get sick again after we'd left. Yep, nope. So I now have tried a couple of times. I made, and I posted a picture of it on Instagram, a chicken Caesar salad, I guess. Cut up lettuce, red onions, cherry tomatoes, and the lettuce is romaine. Cut up chicken breast, and quarter cup of low-fat shredded cheese, and some Caesar dressing. Mixed it all together. It was great. When I make it, I usually end up making 2 cups, and I'm not one to let something sit with dressing on it, and even at that, it's lettuce and tomatoes and stuff. So the last time I did the Greek salad, I tried to leave, I left half of it aside for later to add the sauce onto later, and it was gross. So I was like, nope. So I just gave it all to my husband, and he likes it too. So that's awesome. So yeah, so now I can eat a Greek chicken salad, I can eat a Caesar chicken salad, and I can eat turkey taco meat. So a little bit more variety. It's good. I've also found that I can eat almonds, and it says for a third of a cup it's 330 calories. I don't even think I eat that by far. I think I eat maybe 12 or 15 almonds and I'm full. I don't even think that might equate to maybe half of a third of a cup, maybe, or even less than that. I don't even know. So yeah, that's good, because that's fiber and healthy fats and protein right there. So yeah, so I think I really need to start working on tracking. And again, sorry for the dogs barking in the background. So yeah, so that's my update, and it's 23 minutes, and oh my god, I really like to talk apparently. So yeah, I will let you guys go at this point and come back to you with my 12-week post-op update, hopefully on Wednesday next week. I don't know, because apparently I don't seem to come on the proper day most of the time. Okay, up on the bed. Go. Go on. Get up there. Go. Sorry. Hopefully the weight loss will be better next week. I'll know, I guess, if I'm in a stall or not. 0.6, I can't complain. I could have done a lot better though, so that's definitely my fault. So, but yeah. So, and I'm coming up on my 3 month. What is it today? It's the 25th. 13 days is my 3 months. Wow. It's gone by really fast. So, anyways, yeah. I will talk to you guys next week. I hope you guys have a great week. And take care. Thanks. Bye.